Did you know that more than 70% of dogs experience anxiety when left alone at home? This separation fear can turn your furry friend into a real destroyer, transforming your home into chaos of torn pillows and chewed shoes. If you have ever returned home to pitiful howling, claw marks on the door, or surprises on the carpet, you definitely know what I am talking about. Today, we will figure out how to help your four-legged friend cope with the stress of loneliness and make your partings calm and comfortable for both of you. Let us first understand why dogs find it so difficult to endure loneliness. Dogs are social animals for whom the pack is everything. And in domestic conditions, you and your family have become their pack. When you leave, for a dog, this is not just a temporary separation, but a real small tragedy. My pack left, and what if forever? It is this primitive fear that causes panic in our pets. But do not worry. Teaching a dog to stay alone calmly is absolutely achievable. And now, we will step by step examine how to achieve this. The first step is creating a safe space. A dog needs its own special place where it will feel protected. This can be a crate if your pet is trained to it, a separate room, or just a cozy corner with a bed. The main thing is that it should be comfortable and peaceful there. Add favorite toys, a soft bed, and an item with your scent, for example, an unnecessary t-shirt that you do not mind giving up for destruction. Interesting fact, studies show that the owner's scent really calms dogs. Scientists from the University of Glasgow discovered that the level of the stress hormone cortisol in dogs significantly decreases when an item with the scent of their beloved human is nearby. Have you ever wondered why your dog reacts so emotionally to your departure? It is all because we ourselves unconsciously reinforce their anxiety. Long goodbyes, guilty looks, special rituals before leaving, all these are signals to the dog that something important and potentially worrisome is happening. Therefore, the second important step is desensitization to departure signals. Start picking up keys, putting on shoes, or a jacket just like that, without actually leaving. Repeat these actions throughout the day so they lose their predictive power. When you actually leave, do it routinely, without emotional goodbyes, and return just as calmly, without exuberant greetings. Yes, I know this is difficult when you are greeted by a happy tail, but restraint in the first minutes after returning will help the dog understand that your departure and arrival are ordinary events that do not require special emotions. Now we move on to the most important thing, gradual training. Start with very short absences, literally for a few minutes. Go out the door, stand there for a minute, and return. If the dog remained calm, be sure to praise, but without excessive enthusiasm. Gradually increase the time of absence. 2 minutes, 5, 10, half an hour. It is important to understand that this process requires patience. For some dogs, it may take several weeks to learn to calmly endure even short periods of loneliness. Do not rush and do not skip steps. This will only set you back. Did you know that there are special toys that can significantly ease the process of getting your dog accustomed to solitude? Interactive toys with treats inside are a real salvation. They not only distract the dog's attention from your absence, but also create a positive association. The owner left. I got an interesting toy with treats. Puzzle toys that require mental effort are especially effective. Research shows that mental activity tires dogs more than physical activity. 15 minutes of solving a puzzle can tire a dog as much as an hour-long walk. Therefore, such toys not only distract but also help the dog relax and possibly even take a nap in your absence. Physical fatigue is another key to peaceful solitude. Before leaving, be sure to provide your dog with a good physical workout. A long walk, playing with a ball, running after a bicycle. Choose what suits your dog according to age and physical form. A tired dog is much more likely to sleep peacefully while you are gone than to look for something to do out of boredom and anxiety. But what if your dog already has serious separation anxiety? In such cases, the help of a specialist, a dog trainer, or veterinary behaviorist may be required. Do not hesitate to seek professional help if independent attempts do not bring results within a few weeks. In some cases, a veterinarian may recommend temporary use of calming medications or pheromones. For example, diffusers with dog mother pheromones, DAP, help many dogs feel more protected. But remember that medicinal solutions should be temporary and accompanied by behavioral therapy. Have you ever heard of music for dogs? This is not a joke. Research shows that certain types of music really do calm our four-legged friends. Classical music and specially created compositions with a frequency of about 60 beats per minute, corresponding to a calm heartbeat, are particularly effective. There are even special playlists and channels for dogs on streaming services. Besides music, many dogs are helped by a quietly operating television or radio. The sounds of human voices create the illusion of presence and can significantly reduce anxiety. Just do not turn on channels with loud sounds or programs about animals. Dog barking from the screen may only increase your pet's anxiety. It is worth mentioning separately about the daily routine. Dogs are creatures of habit, and a predictable daily schedule significantly reduces their anxiety. Try to feed, walk, and leave at approximately the same time. When a dog can predict the events of the day, it feels more secure. Interestingly, some dog breeds tolerate loneliness better than others. For example, Basset Hounds, Chow Chows, Charpaws, and some terriers are more independent by nature, but Labradors, Golden Retrievers, German Shepherds, and most hunting breeds suffer more from separation. But remember that individual character traits can outweigh breed predispositions. If you're only planning to get a dog and know that it will have to regularly stay alone, pay attention to this factor when choosing a puppy. A calmer and more independent puppy from the litter is more likely to grow into a dog that tolerates loneliness better. What about a second dog? Many owners think that a companion will solve the problem of separation anxiety. Unfortunately, this does not always work. If the dog is attached specifically to a human and not just afraid of being alone, a second dog will not replace you. Moreover, anxious behavior can infect the second pet as well. Getting a second dog is worth it only if the first has already learned to stay alone calmly and you want to provide it with company. An important point that is often forgotten is the gradual increase in absence time. Even if your dog already calmly tolerates an hour of solitude, do not leave it immediately for a whole day. Each new time threshold should be introduced gradually. And remember that even the most trained dog has its limit. For most dogs, 8 to 9 hours of solitude is the maximum. If you need to be absent longer, think about a dog walker or daytime dog sitter. Summing up, let us recall the main steps to your dog's peaceful solitude: creating a safe space, desensitization to departure signals, gradual training, physical and mental exercise before leaving, predictable daily routine, and, if necessary, additional means like music or pheromones. Remember that the process of teaching a dog to stay alone calmly requires patience, consistency, and understanding of your pet's psychology, but the result is worth the effort: a calm dog and an intact home when you return. And now, a question for discussion in the comments. What methods helped your particular dog cope with separation anxiety? Perhaps you have your own unique findings that could help other owners. If this video was useful for you, do not forget to like it. This will help more dog owners find this information. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you do not miss new episodes about raising and understanding our four-legged friends. Next time, we will talk about how to teach your dog one of the most useful skills that can even save its life. Which one exactly? You will find out in the next video. And remember, patience and love work wonders. Your dog can learn anything. You just need to find the right approach.